On this video we're taking a look at our college basketball parlay for the games that are happening on Tuesday, March 8, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is St. Mary's vs Gonzaga. Gonzaga Bulldogs to win, and here is why. The St. Mary's Gales come into this game with a balanced scoring attack, as 4 players are averaging at least 10 points per game. So far, 63.0% of the team's points have come from these 4 players. The leader of this group is Matthias Tass, averaging 12.6 points per game. On the season, 79.0% of his points have come from inside the arc, where he is shooting 58%. Tass has also been working hard on the glass, pulling down 6.2 boards per game. The Gales' second leading scorer is Tommy Kuss, adding 11.9 points per game. Thus far, he has a field goal percentage of 51.0%. Not only does Kuss help the team through scoring, but he is also Gales' top distributor, dishing out 3.6 assists per game. St. Mary's had to hang on for dear life, but managed to put away Santa Clara to get here. The Gales can't afford to have lapses like they did in the final 10 minutes of the game if they hope to get the job down against the number 1 team in the land. We saw St. Mary's put together a solid performance in their win over the Bulldogs last week, but that game was in Moraga. It's a challenge enough to beat the Bulldogs on your own floor. It's that much more difficult to do it in Spokane or on a neutral floor. Gonzaga cruised in the second half as they had a comfortable edge over San Francisco, so they'll have a little bit of a rest advantage coming into this one. The Bulldogs take care of business here and avenge last week's loss to earn the WCC tournament crown. Our second parlay pick is North Carolina State vs Clemson. North Carolina State plus 5.5 points. And here is why. North Carolina State closed the season on a very bad run. At one point they were 3-6 in the ACC, but they finished the season 4-16 as their defense sunk to last in the conference. In wing Darian Sebron, they have a nifty offensive player and someone who can get hot and lead the team to a win against another ACC disappointment. He scored a game-high 27 points when the Wolfpack lost to the Tigers during the season. One thing that teams strive for down the stretch of the regular season is building momentum for their conference tournament. The Clemson Tigers have done just that as they enter this game, having won their last 4 games in a row. Clemson is now at 16-15 on the year overall and will still need to win the ACC tourney in order to get into the NCAA tournament, but at least they are coming in with confidence. Sometimes that is all you need to make a big run. Clemson comes in off a 63-59 home win over Virginia Tech, and it was the defense that stepped up for them. Clemson has now allowed just 63.3 ppg over their last 4 games after giving up 78.3 ppg in their previous 5 games. Clemson was among many ACC teams that disappointed this season. The best thing they have going for them right now though is momentum, as they won their last 4 games of the regular season. In big man PJ Hall, they have a building block for the future, and North Carolina State had a hard time defending him the last time they played. He scored 20 points. Clemson can repeat what they did in beating North Carolina State the first time and are expected to do so. North Carolina State finished last in the conference, and they come in having lost their last 4 games in a row. On the other side, we have a Clemson team that has been playing well of late as they have won their last 4 games in a row. The defense for the Wolfpack has been horrendous this year, and they have allowed 89 points or more in 4 of their last 10 games. North Carolina State is 344th in defensive FG% and 320th against 3-pointers, and they will be facing a very good shooting Clemson team. North Carolina State has a good offense, but the Tigers are locked in on defense as they have allowed just 63.3 ppg over their last 4 games. Clemson has a ton of momentum right now, and their offense will do plenty of damage against the worst defense in the ACC. Lastly, North Carolina State is 8-21 at TS in their last 29 games following a straight-up loss, while the Tigers are 9-3 at TS in their last 12 neutral site games. The Tigers won by 5 in the regular season, and they are favored by 5.5 in this spot. Shocker. That game was at North Carolina State, but I think the Wolfpack can keep things closer this time around. This game will be in a neutral side, and I think it will take a little while to really get going. Clemson probably wins, but I am not going to get that North Carolina State is not in it with a couple of minutes left. Our third parlay pick is Wagner Seahawks versus Bryant Bulldogs. Wagner plus 4.5 points. And here is why. The Seahawks and the Bulldogs will meet for the third time this season as they square off for the NEC championship with an NCAA tournament berth on the line. The Seahawks are led by Alex Morales, who was voted the NEC Poi for the second straight season, and he was also voted NEC DPOY, becoming only the second player in NEC history to win both awards in the same season. Wagner easily advanced to this game after winning their first two tournament games by an average of 24.5 points, and they will lean on their top-ranked defense to secure the title. Wagner ranks 43rd nationally in scoring defense, holding their opponents to 64.5 points per game. Bryant was able to secure home court advantage for the NEC tournament by winning their last 4 games of the season, including a 78-70 win over Wagner in the season finale. The Bulldogs are led by the nation's leading scorer Peter Kiss and his 24.7 points per game, and as a team Bryant ranks 32nd in scoring offense with 78.2 points per game. However, the Bulldogs struggled against Mount St. Mary's in the semifinals, trailing for most of the second half, and they allowed a subpar Mount St. Mary's team to shoot 45% from the field. The Bulldogs will not get away with another lackluster performance against an experienced Seahawks team. Bryant has won the last 8 meetings Austrian shillings, and 7 of those were Sioux wins. However, I am going to back the Seahawks in their defense to get the job done on the road. Alex Morales will have a big game, and the Seahawks from Staten Island will fly high. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.